Hello everyone, welcome to the journey to explore the lives of fishermen in American waters. Today, we will learn together how American fishermen can catch and process hundreds of tons of anchovies right at sea every day using modern technology. Anchovies, a valuable marine resource, not only play an important role in the ecosystem but are also a valuable economic product. In the US, the anchovy fishing industry has developed strongly thanks to advanced technology, helping to optimize the process from catching to processing. This video will provide an insight into the lives of fishermen and the challenges and joys of their work. Anchovies are small fish, often living in schools and concentrated in coastal waters. The cold and nutrient-rich waters of the US are an ideal environment for the growth of anchovies. They are an important food source for large fish, seabirds, and mammals such as seals and whales. Not only having ecological value, anchovies are also a major export item, widely used in food processing. Anchovy products such as fish sauce, animal feed and dried anchovies bring significant economic benefits, while creating jobs for thousands of fishermen and food processing workers in coastal factories. The anchovy fishing industry in the US contributes millions of dollars to the economy each year. In particular, the anchovy industry has helped many coastal communities develop, creating a sustainable economic ecosystem for local people. Each anchovy fishing trip usually lasts many days, so preparation is very careful. Fishermen will ensure that the boat has enough fuel, food, and drinking water. The technical team will check the machinery system, especially important equipment such as fishing nets, positioning systems and sonar systems to detect schools of fish. Fishing boats are now equipped with advanced radar and sonar systems to accurately determine the location of anchovies. When a school of fish is found, fishermen will use a specialized net, specially designed to optimize the collection of fish without affecting other species. Fishermen will cast their nets in the sea area where the school of fish is detected by radar and sonar, then use an automatic net rolling system to collect the fish onto the boat. This system helps fishermen save effort and time, while ensuring the safety of both people and fish during the harvesting process. On board, an automatic processing line helps process anchovies immediately after being caught. The fish will be cleaned, impurities removed, and sorted for storage. Some large ships also have automatic cutting and washing machines, helping the anchovies to be processed immediately. After cleaning, the anchovies are transferred to deep freeze compartments for storage. This rapid freezing system helps keep the fish fresh throughout the journey, ensuring that the anchovies are of the best quality when they arrive at the dock. Food safety and hygiene standards on board are always guaranteed. Fishermen must comply with strict regulations on food safety and hygiene, from cleaning the boat, maintaining the system to treating wastewater and waste from the fish processing process. Since anchovies are an important food source in the marine ecosystem, overfishing can cause a decline in the population of species that depend on anchovies. This will affect other marine animals, causing ecological imbalance. The US government has issued many laws on sustainable fishing, protecting marine resources such as limiting fishing seasons, regulating the size and number of nets to avoid overfishing. To minimize the impact on the environment, modern fishing vessels often use friendly technology such as net systems that do not harm unrelated species. Minimizing accidental fishing. Every day of a fisherman is an arduous but also passionate journey. Despite facing many difficulties and dangers at sea, American fishermen always maintain an optimistic and responsible spirit. The fishing industry is a job that requires health, skills, and perseverance. Fishermen have to face harsh weather, storms, waves, and long periods of time away from their families. Fishing not only provides income for fishermen but also creates jobs for coastal communities, from processing workers to support services. Through this video, we have explored how American fishermen catch and process anchovies every day using modern technology. From preparation, catching, processing to preservation, modern technology not only helps optimize work efficiency but also supports the protection of marine resources. Sustainable fishing is the responsibility of not only fishermen but also everyone. Everyone can contribute to environmental protection by supporting products from sustainable fish sources and being aware of protecting marine ecosystems. In recent years, the anchovy fishing industry in the US has applied a series of modern technologies to optimize the fishing process. Large fishing vessels are now equipped with GPS, radar, sonar, and underwater surveillance cameras, helping fishermen accurately determine the location and density of anchovies. In addition, AI and big data technology are being applied to analyze and predict anchovy migration trends based on factors such as water temperature, currents and depth, helping fishing vessels optimize their journeys, save fuel and reduce time spent searching for fish schools. Many modern fishing vessels are equipped with automatic control systems that allow fishing vessels to operate almost completely automatically from netting, pulling nets to processing and preserving fish right on board. These control systems help fishermen easily adjust fishing nets to suit the size and volume of anchovies, thereby reducing waste of resources. In order to minimize the impact on marine ecosystems, American fishing vessels have applied environmentally friendly fishing nets. These nets are not only durable, easy to release and retrieve, but also specially designed to minimize the risk of catching other species. For example, many nets are designed with mesh holes large enough to hold small anchovies, but larger ones can escape. Anchovies are a perishable fish if not properly preserved. To ensure the quality and freshness of the fish, modern fishing vessels are equipped with blast freezing systems that can instantly freeze the fish as soon as they are caught. This process helps the anchovies retain their freshness, nutritional value, and natural color. On large fishing vessels, after freezing, the anchovies are put through an automatic sorting line. This system sorts the fish based on size and weight, then transfers them to packing trays. These trays are sealed for optimal preservation until the fish are transported to the mainland. After returning to port, the anchovies are immediately loaded into refrigerated trucks for transport to processing plants or storage facilities. Qualified anchovies will be exported to major markets such as Europe, Japan, and South Korea, where anchovy consumption is very high. The anchovy fishing industry has been providing a stable source of income for thousands of fishermen and coastal communities in the US. Not only fishermen at sea but also many workers working in processing plants, cold storage, transportation companies and other supporting industries. Anchovies are one of the important export items of the US. With modern production and preservation processes, American anchovies are of high quality and are imported in large quantities by many countries. This not only brings in a large source of foreign currency but also helps to enhance the reputation of the US seafood industry in the international market. The anchovy fishing industry also has profound cultural value for the US coastal fishing community. Fishing is not only a job but also a tradition, a culture, and a symbol of perseverance and endurance in the face of the vast ocean. In order to protect anchovy resources, the US government has issued many strict regulations on fishing quotas and fishing season, and net size. These measures help control the annual catch, ensuring that anchovy stocks are not depleted by overfishing. The United States not only implements its own protection policy, king crab and snow crab are the two most popular and valuable types of sea crab caught in Alaska, USA. King crab, with its large body, long claws and meaty body, is considered a symbol of the Alaskan Sea. Snow crab is smaller, but its sweet taste and smooth white meat are popular all over the world. Sea crab is a source of protein, omega-3 and many minerals that are beneficial to health. In addition, the high demand of the market makes the economic value of sea crab always high, bringing a stable and large source of income for fishermen. Cage traps are made of stainless steel, usually round or square, covered with a sturdy iron mesh. Each cage is about 2 to 3 meters in diameter. Inside are bait pieces attached to lure crabs in. Once the crabs are in the trap, they cannot escape thanks to the cage design. The process of catching crabs with cage traps begins with dropping the cages into the sea at locations marked by fishermen. After leaving the cages underwater for several hours to several days, the fishing boat returns to pull them up and harvest the crabs. These cages are placed in long rows, forming a chain of fishing cages spread out over the sea. When crab fishing in the cold waters of Alaska, fishermen face harsh weather conditions. Strong winds, large waves, and extreme cold are all factors that can endanger the boat and the fishermen. They must wear thick protective gear and be ready to deal with sudden changes in the weather. harsh conditions, but it is the love for the sea and fishing that has helped them survive and develop through many generations. In every fishing family, stories about arduous trips at sea, long and challenging trips, have become traditions, a source of great pride. Fishermen are not only people who make a living from the sea. They are also people who protect marine resources, maintain ecological balance and pass on valuable knowledge to future generations. In the crab fishing profession, solidarity is an indispensable factor. On crab fishing boats, everyone is a team, from the captain, sailors to the workers involved in the crab processing process. Every day at sea, they work together like a family, sharing difficulties and joys. This solidarity not only helps them overcome challenges, but is also the bond that creates sustainability for this profession. As mentioned, the crab fishing industry not only faces the challenges of natural disasters, but also the decline of marine resources due to overexploitation. Without appropriate protection measures, crab species will face the risk of extinction. Therefore, the establishment of marine reserves, strict regulations on fishing quotas and seasons are necessary. On the other hand, overfishing of crabs can affect the development of marine ecosystems, disrupt biological balance and harm other marine animals. The US government has issued regulations and policies to manage the fisheries industry sustainably. Marine and ecological protection organizations such as NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, are also involved in monitoring and supporting fishermen to implement sustainable fishing procedures. These regulations not only help protect marine resources but also help maintain the jobs and lives of fishermen who have been attached to the profession for a long time. Many marine conservation and research initiatives have been implemented to improve crab fishing and protect marine ecosystems. Fishermen today are not only involved in the exploitation but also play an important role in studying the development of seafood species. Through cooperation with scientists, fishermen help collect data, monitor the growth of crabs and other marine animals, to ensure that marine resources are used rationally and sustainably. With the development of technology, the crab fishing industry is becoming more efficient and less harmful to the environment. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with tracking and monitoring devices to help fishermen accurately identify crab-rich areas and avoid overfishing. At the same time, advances in crab processing and preservation technology on board also help improve product quality and better protect crabs during transportation. Looking at the global picture, the crab industry is on a strong growth trend. Crab products, especially king crab and snow crab, are increasingly popular in many countries. The trend of consuming sea crab in high-end restaurants and export markets is increasing. However, to meet the high demand, the seafood industry needs to maintain sustainability and ensure that exploitation does not exceed the natural regeneration capacity. Since the seas are a global commons, cooperation between countries in protecting and managing marine resources is extremely important. The crab fishery, although mainly located in Alaskan waters, is also affected by international policies and agreements to protect marine resources. Building a common management system between countries will help maintain ecological balance and protect marine resources for future generations. This journey into the American crab fishery not only gives us a glimpse into a difficult profession, but also helps us better understand the importance of protecting natural resources. This work not only provides income for fishermen, but is also part of the marine ecosystem, an essential factor for the long-term survival and development of coastal communities. Pulling crab cages up from the sea is a strenuous job that requires good physical strength. Large crab cages can weigh up to several hundred kilograms when full, and fishermen must use both strength and skill to safely transport them onto the boat. Once the crabs are brought onto the boat, fishermen will sort and select the highest quality crabs for sale. Damaged or substandard crabs will be returned to the sea to protect natural resources, to ensure that crabs are always fresh and retain their nutritional value. Modern ships are equipped with a quick freezing system. After being sorted, crabs will be frozen on board, ensuring quality until they arrive at port and are processed. Due to high market demand, American fishermen face the risk of depleting crab resources if conservation measures are not taken. The US government has issued many strict regulations, requiring fishermen to comply with quotas and fishing times to ensure that crab resources are not overexploited. Regulations require fishermen to only catch crabs that reach a certain size, and are only allowed to operate during certain seasons of the year. This helps protect small crabs and ensures that crabs have enough time to reproduce and grow. The crab fishing industry contributes greatly to the economy of coastal areas, creating jobs for thousands of workers directly and indirectly. From fishing, transporting, processing to exporting, this seafood industry plays an important role in the food supply chain and the U.S. marine economy. For American fishermen, crab fishing is not only a profession but also a source of pride. They pass on their skills, experience and love for the ocean through many generations. The optimism, solidarity and resilience of American fishermen are factors that help them overcome difficulties and continue to stick with this challenging crab fishing job. The video leads viewers through the process of catching crabs using cage traps. From releasing cages, collecting cages, classifying, preserving to the cultural and economic values that this industry brings. We hope that you have had a deeper insight into the lives and work of American fishermen in the Alaskan Sea. The fishing community in Alaska is not just a profession, but an inseparable part of the local culture. The seafarers here often live and work in extreme conditions. Every Alaskan fishing trip begins at dawn. Before boarding, crew and fishermen must prepare their equipment and ensure that all systems on board are in working order. This preparation includes checking the traps, the boat, tracking and GPS equipment, navigation systems, and protective gear. Everything must be ready to deal with unexpected situations at sea. Crab fishing vessels can be very large, with holds filled with all the equipment needed to carry out an effective catch. These modern vessels have advanced machinery, making it easy for fishermen to deploy and retrieve the traps from the sea. When the vessel reaches the fishing area, the first step is to deploy the traps. These are large cage-like structures, made of steel or plastic, that are just large enough to hold the crabs but still allow the crabs to move around inside. These traps are released into the sea and will be placed in areas where crab density is expected to be highest. GPS systems and modern sensors help fishermen pinpoint the exact location of the traps, as well as predict where crabs are likely to gather. This helps to reduce the time and effort required during the trip. Once the traps have been released into the sea for a while, the next step is to collect the crabs from the traps. This is a job that requires the skill and ingenuity of the fishing team. The traps are brought onto the ship using a crane or an automatic towing system. Once brought up, the crabs will be thoroughly inspected to ensure quality before being transferred to the storage compartment. To ensure sustainability in the harvest, fishermen will only collect crabs that meet the required size and ensure that they can reproduce. Immature or substandard crabs will be released back into the sea, helping to maintain the resource for future generations. Once the crabs are collected, the processing stage begins. Processing crabs on board is an important process to keep the crabs in the best condition. Minimizing damage during transportation, the crabs are cleaned, sorted and sometimes pre-processed to maintain freshness. After collection, the crabs can be processed directly into dishes or packaged for freezing. On board, the team of fishermen and processing workers will work continuously, ensuring that each crab is processed quickly and efficiently. This processing stage also helps increase the value of the crab product when it reaches the consumer. Once the crabs are processed, preservation is very important to keep the crabs fresh until the product is transported to shore. The crabs will be packed into refrigerated containers, which help preserve the crabs at low temperatures to maintain long-term freshness. To ensure quality, crab fishing boats are equipped with modern freezer compartments. This not only helps protect the product but also helps fishermen optimize the safe transportation of crabs out of the sea and to onshore processing plants. Working on crab fishing vessels is not an easy job. In addition to harsh environmental factors, fishermen also face the risk of occupational accidents. Heavy work such as lifting cage traps, handling crabs, or moving in strong wind and waves can all lead to accidents. Fishermen must always concentrate and be fully equipped with labor protection to ensure safety. Crab fishing companies always put labor safety first. They invest in safety training programs for the entire crew. This not only helps to minimize accidents but also protects the health of fishermen during long trips at sea. In addition to safety factors, the treatment of fishermen is also an important issue. The crab fishing industry is quite lucrative, but it also requires a lot of time and effort. Fishermen often have to work around the clock for many days in a row, which can affect their health and spirit. Therefore, seafood companies in Alaska always try to create reasonable working conditions and adequate rest so that fishermen can maintain their health in the long term. In addition, many companies also provide healthcare services for fishermen, including regular health monitoring and providing medical measures when necessary. The fishing industry, crab fishing, faces many challenges from the natural environment. Rapidly changing weather conditions, sudden storms, or changes in sea temperature can all affect fishing. Fishermen need to have the skills to assess the weather, anticipate difficulties, and plan each trip carefully. While the crab fishing industry faces many challenges from nature, opportunities from the international market open up new prospects. Alaskan crab, especially king crab, has always been known for its superior quality, and this is a high-value product in the global market. This opens up opportunities to export crab to major markets such as Japan, Korea, China, and European countries. With the development of advanced transportation and preservation technologies, the crab fishing industry is gradually expanding its market, helping fishermen to export crabs around the world more easily. The Alaska crab fishing industry is not only a profession but also a source of pride for the people here. From challenging offshore trips to sustainable protection of marine resources, Alaska fishermen have affirmed their position in the global seafood industry. Cage traps, modern fishing boats, along with advanced technology and solidarity, all contribute to the success of the crab fishing industry. Hopefully through this video, you have had an insight into the crab fishing process in Alaska, the hard work and passion of the fishermen. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to continue accompanying us on the next journey of discovery.